Right, let's go. So, welcome to week 3 of Dotabattles. I'm here with Designed Head.
Hello.
I'm Digital Unicorn, and we're casting here the game between Prime and HAPPYMEN.
Yay.
So let's get straight into it. With the two bans there that have just come out.
Team ban.
Viper, such a strong mid and such a strong offlaner, in my opinion.
Yeah, very, very strong. And just annoying to deal with, so I can understand wanting to get rid of it. Slark coming out, I think that's a pretty decent ban. He can be very, very irritating, but he's also quite a snowball hero, and that's just something you don't want to face when you don't have the organisation, perhaps like Captain's Mode.
It's true, but I don't know, still, I don't think Slark is still worth the ban. You know?
Yeah.
I think, like, you can deal with it. I don't know.
So there's two heroes that are worth the ban.
Yeah, agree. Totally agree.
Elder Titan there, just massive team fight, great offlaner, loads of burst damage.
So good, even in mid. He's pretty. It's like, even though people just stopped using him in mid, is so good. It's really, really good. The burst that you get in the beginning, it's amazing.
Something like Captain's Draft, where you just have to make do sometimes. It's nice to have that versatility. And Nature's Prophet. Like, speaking of versatility.
Push. Yeah. The guy that can be a jungler, an offlane, or a mid. The guy that can be a support, that can just carry around hours or just do shit tons of damage.
Exactly. So, exactly.
Probably one of the most versatile heroes in Dota. That's for sure.
Definitely. So Clockwork coming out as the pick there. That's a very solid pick.
I like it. I hope it's a Clockwork mid. I love me some Clockwork mid. And
two very, very powerful supports coming out there. Just a lovely little core for Prime.
Yeah, Prime is just going straight ahead for the trial line. I'm pretty sure this would work really well as a trial line. You've got two stuns like the hack, and you got the awesome burst damage that Visage gives.
Yeah, definitely.
Visage can snowball pretty hard too. Like, even if he gets like the Ags or something like that, that's a pretty amazing hero. He needs a lot of coordination though, like a lot of micro.
Late game, it just becomes almost impossible to kill. HAPPYMEN here picking up the Pugner for some really, really strong pushing power.
Do you think they can pull it off?
Potentially. There's a Shadow Shaman in the pool. There's a Lycan in the pool. There's a Tinker in the pool.
Oh, okay. Would be interesting. Like last week, Kunkka Stray Weasels, they couldn't pull it off. Pugna.
No, they tried their darndest, but they fell a little short. But the thing is, with a push strategy, it's just all down to whether you can gain the advantage in those early minutes.
Oh well, and in comes the Disruptor.
Yeah, he's quite a powerful support. He's more of a team fight focused hero, but he's also good at keeping carries safe in lane, I suppose, with the send back.
That's true. It's a lot of burst damage, but maybe we might be talking about an Undying offline, and Undying's pretty good at sustaining himself.
Yeah, no joke.
Aside from being like, all around annoying as it's really annoying. I hate that hero so much.
Yep. It doesn't. You'll just if he throws down a flipping tombstone near Pugner, he's dead.
Yeah, that's true.
So Prime now clearly making their intentions obvious with the pickup of an anti-mage.
They're probably going for the mid game, because we're talking about a hero like Anti-Mage, which is really, really good at finding farm, but he takes a lot. He only goes like into late game or late mid game, and Undying is someone that falls off so much.
5 seconds
in mid game and late game. It's like,
he's very strong early on, and then immediately stops being effective.
That's true. And here comes the Shadow Shaman, hoping for some pushing strats, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like they're really going straight into it. They're pushing hard as they can.
I don't know. I don't feel very comfortable with this draft. It's a bit weird.
I would have preferred the Tinker over one of those supports.
That's true.
because they're going to be forced to run a tri lane here, I guess.
They could get like they could have gotten like a Tinker and Medusa, or I don't know, someone like Skeleton King or Wraith King or whatever you want to call him that could sustain going to late game against Anti-Mage. I don't know. Bloodseeker it always seems like a bad pick to me.
Yeah.
I feel like Bloodseeker is a hero, although it's very annoying. I don't think it can cut it. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been finding that experience. I've been playing him a lot more now into the 6.8 patch changes, and it's still, you're still missing something when it comes to winning fights and getting kills. I'm not quite sure what it is, but you always seem to fall a little short. And Prime there going up for somebody that could definitely stall and give you some time early on, which is the Night Stalker. So this is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I love Prime's draft. It's really, really good. Undying is a good offlane. It's not great at finding farm, but he's great at sustaining himself. If they can get Night Stalker and Undying roaming around early game, it's just snowballing. There's no stopping them.
Yeah.
And as soon as they just start falling off, in comes an anti-mage that has been fighting farm for a lot of time and just craps on everyone.
So if we introduce our teams, we can start with the Radiant.
Let's go for it. You wanna make the honor?
Yeah, sure. On the off-lane, looking at a tri-lane here, we've got Count Jigglesworth standing on the Disruptor, Catadare yet on the Shadow Shaman, and Jack on what looks to be the farming Pugna. Then on the mid we've got JT on the Bloodseeker, and then head into the safe lane on his own we've got BZ Chaos.
Nice. And for the Dire team, we can see Influenza going for the offlane Undying. We can see Shot Toby twice, and poor Toby. He's going mid. And as expected, we see the great tri-lane with Khadgar as the anti-mage.
Saito Kaichu,
a great name on Lion, such a great support. And Casual Racism is coming in
on the Visage.
Yep.
Nothing good about Casual Racism.
Are you sure? I mean, Casual Racism Russian seems to be something so vulgar on Dota nowadays,
So this is a tri-lane against tri-lane, and we've already got an aggressive ward here from the Prime team.
I love it. I think HAPPYMEN just they recognize that it would be such a good tri-lane that you just need to aggro to keep the farm control on anti-mage.
And the one thing there's not a lot of control coming out from Happy Face here, HAPPYMEN. So I think they're going to struggle a little to keep this anti-mage down, although he's not within range of last hits at the moment. But Visage is pulling the lane. How do you feel about this mid matchup for Night Stalker?
I don't know. I was actually talking with a friend about this. Casmodon actually told me that it was a great matchup, like for Night Stalker at least, and I'm not convinced.
No, me neither.
I think Bloodseeker has the advantage here. He has like a lot of damage, especially if he goes silence early on, and I don't think Void will do much for Bloodseeker.
Yeah, as Night Stalker, well, that's a mistake, silencing up the Night Stalker, that's for sure.
That's true.
The Night Stalker thrives on having higher base damage than the person that he's laning against, and him not having as much sustain as you, so that you can sort of outlast them. The tri-lane are getting very aggressive, contesting this pull.
Yeah, as they should really. I don't know. I even think like they should have warded the camp, the small camp, so they couldn't pull and just disrupt everything. Just bring Pugna to the tower and just
this ward's very safe, very safe. Yeah, but that's a Night Stalker about to pick up a haste rune.
Oh boy, you know what that means.
And he's going straight towards that tri-lane. And this Radiant Observer ward is not going to see that in time.
I don't think so, but
they are
I still think it's going to be a huge mistake.
And the Pugna ward's down. Visage goes in with the slow on the Shadow Shaman, and that's first blood going to the Visage. Lion going down, and then Pugna being brought down. He throws out the blast. He might do enough to kill someone. Oh no, he's trying to TP out, and it's not going to be enough for the Void to the finish off.
Listen.
Well, that's a successful gank.
Yeah,
It got him a level and a lot of gold for a Night Stalker, but I don't know.
unfortunately for Prime, Saito Kaichu going down on the line in the crossfire.
That's true, but that's one support, and the aggro tri lane just got disrupted, like
Yeah.
a lot. It's gonna be so much harder now,
Definitely.
and it's like it's some early money on on anti-mage too. So
Definitely.
I don't know. I still think like he brought a lot of regeneration, so he's gonna hold on a long time on.
Anti-mage there getting quite aggressive. I think it's very difficult. The anti-mage has a lot of power over these three heroes because the mana burn is still, even at the low levels, is incredibly effective.
That's true. That's true. I think it's gonna be up to.
Oh, we just missed it. Clockwork there managing to pull a kill back on Undying, who was quite low.
Oh boy, we're great at missing first bloods, that's for sure.
But we didn't miss first blood. That's fine. Oh, Captain Edgar there getting shackled
not
up,
first blood.
just enough to get away. He's going to die to the disruptor. He's going to die to the disruptor.
And I don't know how I should feel about this. I'm it's really weird because as the supports, Lion and Visage are not doing a great job at.
Lion goes down there to the Pugna.
That sneaky Pugna, man. That sneaky Pugna grabbing them kills and just destroying Prime's game. And it's gonna get worse if they could just keep giving kills like this, especially on the carry. And that's why we see rotation from Undying, I think.
Yeah, the Undying now rotating to the bottom, to the top, sorry, and the Anti-Mage going there with him.
And
to
I think
replace
that's
him.
that's a great idea if you ask me.
Yeah.
We're talking about anti-mage that can be great against Clockwork because of the mana burn and the blink. So, I mean, Clockwork ain't killing him, anytime soon.
No. The Shadow Shaman now rotating to looks like to get a gank on the bottom lane there. But I think Captain Egger knows what's up because the ward's up right here.
That's cool, but anti-mage will still be under-leveled, like a big advantage for Clockwork because Clockwork is at level 7 and anti-mage is running level 4 right now.
Saying that, the Clockwork is retreating from the lane. The Night Stalker now going in on the Bloodseeker, but decides to back out.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's gonna be always weird. Like as soon as Night Stalker goes in, if Bloodseeker can get silence off. I don't know if they can do anything.
Although when he gets later levels in silence, that might be not as effective. Shoot Toby there using the Void to get some last hits. The double damage room spawning bottom, but I think Bloodseeker's going to reach this first.
That's true. JD just grabbing the rune, even though.
And that's the Night Stalker, and the silences up the Anti-Mage. He's got the double damage. Oh, Shoot Toby there, just coming in to zone him out.
I think he should have just went in. I mean, sure, Night Stalker had a Void, but it wouldn't be enough.
Yeah.
I think if he killed one, that's regeneration on your life, and you could have maybe killed the other one. I don't know.
Yeah.
But still, we're seeing a lot of rotations this game. It's if you ask me, it's kind of weird. I don't think the teams are doing the best decisions as they could. I think both teams are losing lots of levels just doing these rotations, grabbing nothing in return.
One team seems to be doing slightly better from it though, and that's HAPPYMEN. They're currently sitting at about 1600 more experience than Prime. So obviously the rotation's working out in their favour. Like you said, this bottom lane's not going to go too well for the Anti-Mage. He's
very underleveled. I mean, it would be a good matchup if it was there from the beginning. If they decided to just send.
So the line here being brought back by the Disruptor, gets hit with a blast by the Pugna and then netted in. He almost got away. That was a lovely stun to try and escape, but he's also getting quite aggressive, being very far forward here.
It's so much burst damage from both lanes. We're running dual lanes now, and Visage with all this damage, and I mean, And still, he's got Pugna on the other team, which is amazing too.
Yeah.
And he's going to try to build that fast mech as soon as possible.
Yeah, and the anti-mage here going straight for a ring of health, looking to get into that battle fury as early as possible.
Yeah, and the casual ring of health is always good on anti-mage, especially if he's going to like continue facing Clockwork. Clockwork can be so annoying with that rocket.
Yeah.
And just the casual battery assault, you know.
Dire's middle tower
We're
is
having
under
some
attack.
Night Stalker here looking to get a kill on the Pugna. I'm not sure whether he sees him there.
I think Shock Toby twice have made some mistakes in rotating around. I mean, he could have
The
bought-
rotation here on the Clockwork. The Vijar's throwing out the slow. The anti-mage now looking to get the kill on the Shadow Shaman. He's shackled up, but Shoot Toby twice is coming in. He throws out the void. The sounds now on the Shadow Shaman. The Pugna's rotated.
so
Lion now
many
getting very
rotations.
low. The anti-mage now getting hit by the disruptor. Oh, the Blitzy comes in there for the ult and manages to get the kill. Besides, they're being chased up. He might go down here. A couple auto attacks. That's the Visage down.
Yeah, I think
Some very, very fast TP reactions there from HAPPYMEN.
that's true. It's 5-man Dota. It's the best kind of 5-man Dota, man.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Even more now. So, Undying there throwing the harass out on the top tower. I'm not sure whether he's going to be able to get
Dire's
that.
bottom
But
tower
HAPPYMEN
is
are
under
definitely going
attack.
to be able to get this bottom tower here.
Radiant's top tower is
That's
under
for sure.
attack.
Undying doesn't have a lot of pushing power. I mean, he's great at sustaining himself and annoying people, but pushing lanes ain't his thing.
Dire's bottom tower
Especially if
has
he doesn't go decay, which is a weird
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
weird way to build him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Because decay is what would just make you
Dire's
awesome.
structures are fortified.
I guess laning against the
Radiant's
Clockwork,
middle
it didn't
tower
make
is under
sense.
attack.
He just wanted the Soul Rip to have the harass damage and the
Dire's
Tombstone
bottom
to
tower is
slow him
under
down
attack.
potentially. It is a bit of a
Radiant's
strange
top
build not
tower
to
is
level
under
decay at
attack.
all.
And
They're just going to
everyone
continue the
just
push.
taking- yeah, they're just taking the advantage and taking the opportunity.
Dire's
here's the
bottom
thing,
tower has fallen.
When you have a pushing team and no one stops you, boy, you just go to the
Yeah.
end. Just go to the racks.
If nobody responds, then you just keep pushing.
Yeah. I think Shot Toby twice in the Night Stalker has done some mistakes in this game. I don't want to point fingers, but his rotations were a bit weird, and I think he could have taken a lot out of them. Because he made some weird TPs, especially
And
when the
Clockwork
wave
now
was
going
around.
on the anti-mage. He's been silenced up, and then the Disruptors, what is it, Thunderstrike,
Radiant's top
doing
tower
enough
is
damage
under
there to finish
attack.
him off.
Radiant
great.
structures
Yeah,
are
it's a really,
fortified.
really good rotation.
And here's the thing, I don't think HAPPYMEN are just are going to take their advantage as the early game and just keep pushing and getting all the towers and getting this goal advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Dire's middle
almost
tower is under
a mech
attack.
on Pugna, and Clockwork is running his threads and this magic stick.
Well,
and
Bloodseeker
got-
there getting a solo kill on the Lion.
Dire's middle
oh
tower
boy,
is
this
under
game is just
attack.
going all over the place. And I
So
don't think
fast I didn't even see it.
Dire's middle tower
and I
has
don't think
fallen.
Prime is responding too well. I mean, Undying was just farming top.
I mean, so far they've traded a tier 1 top for tier 1 and tier 2 on mid and side lane. The Undying
And
there
though-
being sent back with his TP. He
Dire's
TP'd in
middle
and got
tower
sent
is
back
under
by the
attack.
Disruptor.
And
Oh.
that's his Disruptor. Disruptor just says,
Dire's
no,
middle
you go back to
tower has
farming, but
fallen.
I don't think that this push is going to stop. They're going to continue and just throw some blast down on the high ground. I can't see any reason for that to stop.
I don't think they can do anything. I mean, the different X in XP, if you check out the XP graph, it's going so much for HAPPYMEN. It's like over 30,000. I mean, it's a lot.
And Prime here not having hardly any
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
mass lane creep, any sort of AoE without the decay to clear creep waves.
That's true. I think it's gonna be really hard for Prime to come back from this game, but I mean, they're still rocking Anti-Mage, the greatest carry,
Yeah.
in my opinion, to find farm anywhere. And as soon as he finds some farm, he just starts roaming out of control.
Yeah, and so the Yasha there picked up for the Bloodseeker, just some nice extra movement speed.
Cause he ain't got enough.
And that was 3 sets of arcane boots on the side of HAPPYMEN.
I mean, I think they just want to keep themselves in the lane and just pushing towers. And as long as they have arcane boots, Angry Mage ain't gonna put no fear on them.
An Influencer there getting bursted down by the Pugna. However, the cogs come out, the Disruptor goes down, but nobody seems to be stuck in it. The Visage Burst throwing out their stuns, but they're missing. Influencer there being brought down by the Bloodseeker ult. Clockwork there almost brought down, but Night Stalker goes down instead. Lion, Silent Stuff brought down. Visage now trapped inside the kinetic field and brought down. That's almost a team wipe, that's an ultra kill.
And Jack just throws off that awesome mech. He just lets Clockwork bait for a second and then just throws out the mech and saves him. And that might have almost got them every kill that they got there.
Yeah, and I think there's not much they're going to be able to do to stop this push onto the tier 2. And
Dire's top tower
even
Rex.
That's all the outer tower's gone. And
I think they can get at least a tier 3 out of this.
Yeah, almost certainly.
It's going great for them. And Disruptor didn't do a great job with his ultimate. I think he was expecting them to just initiate on them, and the ultimate ended up not getting anyone.
The ultimate was beyond the cogs, so nobody could get past to even stand in it if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's good guy KO saving his team.
Count Jigglesworth there finding Influencer on the Undying, who's silent still. The hook shot onto the Night Stalker who was trapped inside the cogs with the kid. Oh, and Lion misses the stun. Pugna bringing down the Night Stalker there with the rectify. Visage trying to throw out the burst damage, but Clockwork's there again with the mech just to keep them all up. Oh, the Tombstone there doing some harassment damage, but it's just simply not enough. And the push goes on.
I mean, here's the thing. Dota has changed so much, and especially in the last few patches. It rewards early game, and this kind of drafts that Prime did, even though it's probably my favorite draft of both teams, it's getting worse to play with them because you don't have the early game advantage, and it gets really bad.
Clockwork here, throwing out the cogs on the harassment. Lion almost being brought down by the Pugna ult, but the wards are thrown down, and this tower's almost certainly dead. The Disruptor ult's thrown down there, the anti-mage blinks in, but he's just taking too much damage already from the Clockwork ult that's already up. Clockwork here managing to escape again, Influencer there, shackled up by the Shadow Shaman, and this Night Stalker is going down with the air charge, and that's 3 more kills, and that's a Rex.
I mean,
both the GG call there from the Night Stalker, shoot Toby twice.
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't Prime's game, and I think they could probably do better next game. But XP and gold, it was over 9,000. There wasn't gonna be anything they could probably do. Not as long as they were going to get pushed to the tier 3s in Rex. So, great game by HAPPYMEN. They showed their dominance here.
Yeah.
Their teamwork and their early game builds. I think they deserve that game.
Yeah, just the pace at which they managed to take control of that game. I mean, it was quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean, early game drafts ain't for everyone because people just sometimes push some of the lanes and just ended up just starting to farm instead of just keep pushing, and that's just what HAPPYMEN did.
I mean, the lack of AoE coming out from Prime might have been a large issue and a problem that led to them dying to that push. I mean, when you can't clear creep waves quickly, the push just can't be stopped.
Well, maybe we see Decay on Undying next time. That would be somewhat good. I mean,
yeah.
Keeping in mind it could take people off the lane, but oh well. Good game, and we'll be right back with the second game, right, Ben?
Yeah.
Okay. So, see you in a bit then.